just over 2 steals. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his identity, Steve, among other contributions, obviously. But the ability to make plays that put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal.
And Sloan kicks to Scola. Here's West, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. And he sinks the second. Here's Shake and Bake. Right now averaging 5 points a game. To the left wing. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now. Second in free throw percentage. Second in opponent shooting percentage. And they're number 2 in slowing down opposing teams' offenses. Opponent scoring ranked second in the league.
Yeah, I'm so impressed with a lot of aspects of their game, but particularly the free throw shooting that you talked about, Clark. This is a club that gets to the line. They're focused, obviously concentrate well. And I talked to the coach earlier. He mentioned how much they practice free throws each and every day, and it's obviously paid off.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
This is a physical brand of basketball we're seeing so far, and they're getting to the foul line.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
1:52 left in the first. And good on the basket. Look it. Hill's got his first 2 points of the night.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Watson with it, working on Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
C.J. Watson at 6'2" is an outstanding shooting combo guard. He's an excellent marksman from behind the three-point line, which helps his team space the floor, but he's also an underrated defender.
At the line for 2.
And for Watson, between his outside shooting guys and his solid defense, he makes a nice back.
Yeah, pretty good at getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. You know, a player who spent a little time in the D-League out of college and now has really solidified his place as an NBA player.
And the Kings making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's Shake and Bake. Drains the three-pointer. Indiana leading by 7. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to speak with Frank Vogel for a minute. He said that if they wanted to double their wins against them, they'll have to be just as sharp as they were in their first meeting, saying, we can't get sloppy now and expect to win. We have to be just as judicious with what shots we take as we were the first time around. We'll see if they can replicate that, guys.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Well, it's always something that they've tried to concentrate on. You work hard in practice, you work on your craft, you work on your strategy, your execution, but you never know if the ball is going to go in or not.
And we've seen it bring up dividends. When they take that very disciplined approach to their offense, it usually pays off.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Outside, George. Outside, Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open. And Watson with the basket on the assist by Hill. 7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 3 for Caspi. Well, not exactly a close game. Group in now for Indiana. Allen's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for West. Watson, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Hill in for Donald Sloan. George and Scola, they're the forwards. Hill is out there with Watson. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pacers 5. Here's Shake and Bake. The shot from the low post is good. Shake and Bake's got 5 points so far. 1:41 left in the first half. In low to Scola. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. And the Pacers lead by 21.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Out to Thompson. Here is Caspi, defended by George. Shake and bake passes to McLemore. Comes up empty down low.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And it's Hill penetrating. Outside for George. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Ben McLemore.
Well, for Paul George, his leap last season, not just about accentuating his strengths, but also cutting back on the negative plays, in particular, lowering his fouls and turnovers while he was on the floor.
And for Paul George, looking to cut down on his turnovers, some of that was not forcing the pass when it wasn't there.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that he really has to tighten up on. He had this terrible habit of throwing this one-handed bowling bounce pass that never found its target. So, PG, if you're listening, get rid of that bounce pass for me, partner.
He's not only listening, he's playing. He's playing the game right now.
He's the real deal, though. He's one of the more enjoyable guys to watch and to hang out with.
You know, the league doesn't always update players' heights after they enter the league. Paul George, 6'10", after a late growth spurt following his rookie season in the NBA.
Hill with it. Now guarded by Shake and Bake. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by McLemore. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The pass to Shake and Bake. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it and move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
Here's Allen. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Pacers out in front, running away with this one. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, David, a great first half that demonstrates a lot of the evolution of this team. As a veteran of this group,
all right, eyes front. That's not what we were looking for in the first half, to say the...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half, and really doing a nice job for his teammates.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Sessions kicks to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Stuckey. Kings moving the ball around. Pass to Gay. 5 to shoot. There's the dish to Caspi. Drops in the tray. Caspi's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
Hill, he's checked in for Donald Sloan. And a change for the Kings. Shake and Bake's checked in for Sessions. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Hill dishes to West. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 12 points for David West.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Here's Shake and Bake. 5 points in the game. Caspi passes to Williams. Here's Shake and Bake, defended by West. Kicks it out to Gay. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Cousins. Soft touch off the glass. Cousins has got 11 points.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
The drive by Hill. Wasted no time on that one. And the Pacers lead by 13.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a look at the 2K leaderboard now at the list of centers and power forwards who have been in a great rhythm at the free throw line over the last 10 games. 5th best, Roy Hibbert.
Well, a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line.
Yep, some of them do that. Exactly, and we can see the reason why in those numbers. In general, the composure of all those players show up at the free throw line.
And Thompson kicks to Gay. The good-looking shot from the wing. Gay's got 12 points in the game.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
And Hill has it in the corner. Watson kicks to Hill. The feed to Allen. To the paint. Here's Watson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He has 5.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys. Really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team.
And so here's Sacramento. 17-point game.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance an impressive win for the Pacers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
Well, they've had this team's number all season. 2 wins in 2 meetings. Doesn't seem to matter what building they play in.
Yeah, I thought the result might be different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. I mean, now they'll have to wait until next year for a shot at revenge.
Scola plays the 4 with Hibbert at the 5. Hill is out there with Watson, and it's Allen in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
George Hill, an efficient combo guard. He was acquired by the Pacers in a draft day deal back in 2011. That was the Kawhi Leonard trade, with Leonard, of course, going to the Spurs. It's a trade that benefited both sides.
Hill, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Here's shake and bake. It's blocked. Hill against Williams. Right side, Scola. It's Hill on the wing. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
And I know, Clark, that you know Hill well. George, an Indianapolis native, played collegiately at nearby IUPUI.
And Kevin, going now in his 4th season with the Pacers, exactly the kind of support starter you want as a contending team. He's rock solid, really defends his position well. It's steady. I'd like to see him be more aggressive in looking for his own offense.
Hill kicks to Watson. Puts up the prayer. Gets the bucket. So no problem for Indiana as they